What a root grado was totally worth the price. Ever since I bought super thick and soft 100% cotton blankets, I've been having my best sleep ever. Cheap backpack, decent backpack. 4GB RAM to 16GB RAM. I realize how much pain there has been. High speed internet. I wanted an SSD for my PC for ages, but kept putting it off. My BF bought me one as a gift and honestly it's like a brand new computer. It turns on instantly. And games which usually took a long time to load, like Crusader Kings for example, loaded in seconds. Started to buy more expensive clothes. Fit better. Lasted longer. This is going to sound dumb, but I spent money on good garbage bags instead of the Walmart brand for inside the house and the outdoor can. Life is better. I was flying from Johannesburg to San Antonio, Texas via Frankfurt and Chicago. Company rules. Anyway, the flight to Frankfurt was a 11-hour overnight slog. I was exhausted. Because I flew a fair amount, I was able to use the airline lounge on the day I travel international, so I went in to grab a quick shower before my flight to Chicago. The agent asked if I wanted to upgrade to business class for $500. I declined. She then offered to sell me a lounge membership for some discount price, maybe $500. I told her that after today's flight credited to my account I would reach the next tier status and the membership will be even cheaper. Something like $450. Ike. She looked at me and said that for $300 she would sell me a 1-year lounge membership and upgrade me to business class. Sold. I slept so well on my flight to Chicago. Edit. For clarity. Better shoes. I grew up poor, so $100 shoes were considered ridiculous. Now I wouldn't pay much less. And they're worth every penny. If it's between you and the ground, pay extra for the good stuff. Tires. Furniture. Shoes. Edit. Nothing magical about $100 price tag. That was just an arbitrary round number that has been fairly accurate in my experience. Yes, there are good $70 and $80 shoes. You don't need to keep pointing that out. Obviously there are also discount stores and occasional sales. Sigh. The point is, don't buy the cheapest ones. A 10 feet braided charging cable for my phone. It wasn't really that expensive. But holy shit, it's nice to have a really long charging cable. My wife and I bought a house together last summer and decided that we would buy a new king size bed. After looking around we ended up spending double our original budget to get a bed where the head and feet recline via remote and phone app, and it vibrates and massages as well. And let me tell you what, complete gamma changer. One of the best purchases I have ever made. I used to be an occasional snorer. Now, if the wife wakes up to me snoring she simply raises the head slightly and somehow I totally stop snoring. I don't know how, but it works. The head section can be raised enough that it basically turns into a couch when we are watching movies in bed. The massage function has a timer. I usually set it for 30 minutes and am almost never still awake when it times out. We both have some of the best sleeps of our lives. I work shift work, so my sleep schedule is always varying levels of messed up. But I never have a problem falling asleep anymore. And last, but maybe most importantly, our mattress can now be put into different positions, which in turn allows us to be in certain different positions, which is fun. Getting a divorce and remarried, I was actually surprised that you can live with someone and still like them. Second monitor. Weighted blanket. It only comes out on Sundays, though, because it made it too hard to get out of bed. Laser eye surgery. The best 10 minutes I've ever spent money on. The recovery time wasn't that bad, and it was a legitimate excuse to sleep. A good desk chair. Not that racing/gaming chair bullshit, but the premium office desk chair kind. Herman Miller Aero for me. Lasts forever. Has been around forever, and they make replacement parts. Meesh. I really enjoy Spotify Premium. I like the ability to download podcasts or playlists, so I don't eat up my data on long car rides. Buying big fluffy towels. Got the idea from Mark Cuban. Good boots. I've been in the military, fire service/EMS, all jobs that require boots. When I was in the military, I bought a $200 pair of Rockies. Lasted 4 years. Firefighter slash EMT. Hakes boots for $260. They last forever. They last long and are comfortable. Anytime I bought $60 boots from Walmart they fall apart in 6 months. And the only time I've had a plantar fasciitis flare up is in the cheap boots. Shoes. A good pair of leather boots will set you back a few $100, but they last a long time. And when the soles wear down, you can just take them to a shoemaker and feel good as new. Economy to business class for long haul flights. I am never going back to economy again. It's AskReddit check and airport lounge access. A cleaning service. Someone cleaning for you, even just once every 2 weeks, is a life changer. Laser eye surgery. Moving to a neighborhood without all of the constant gunfire and police helicopters. Installing Apple CarPlay into an older car that has no Bluetooth or navigation. Xbox controller for PC. Upgrading from generic brand knockoff controller. The smoothness is real. What changed the quality of my sleep is buying a new high quality mattress and a 2-people bed, even though I'm alone. A good gaming mouse. Not even really for playing video games. I have carpal tunnel, and the difference between a cheap mouse you can grab at Walmart for $10 and an ergonomic one for $60 is league apart. Priority queuing in Disneyland. Imagine paying your family's full monthly income for a 2-day vacation and having to wait 60 minutes for every ride on the roller coasters. A pair of glasses. I just went from 240p to 4KD. 1080p to 1440p, HD to QHD. Games are starting to look comparable to life. I once spent £10 to upgrade my paintball gun at a friend's birthday party. Best £10 I've ever spent. Dramatically increased the accuracy and power of each shot, and meant I had a pretty unfair advantage on the rest of the group. Definitely pay to win. Basically made the money back throughout the day too, as I didn't need to purchase as many paintballs. Upgraded my 2014 Focus to a 2017 Fusion. Fuck all of those future transmission replacements. Going from using cheap dollar store earbuds to getting a decent pair of JBL Bluetooth ones. My life has never been the same. About a year ago my fridge's ice maker stopped working. Piece of shit leaked all the time anyway and was like 30 years old. So I wasn't flush, but I had a couple $100. So I started looking at Facebook swap shops and found a great fridge for $200 with an ice maker and water in the door. Looked clean. No flaws or blemishes. I confirmed with the guy ice maker and water definitely work. He said absolutely they do. I just tested it this morning. He sat on a throne of lies. Not only did it not work, but the ice maker was one of those odd in the door jobs that uses a freaking laser to detect the ice level, so repairing it was going to cost several $100s. Well, at least I still had water in the door. But no, the tube on the back burst and flooded my floor. I repaired this myself and then, unlucky for me, my water line itself broke and I just had to clamp it off. So now, I had paid $200 and flooded my floor to be right back where I was. Shitty fridge. No water. No ice. Last week I went to a place that does overstock sales, but it actually does overstock sales. Unlike other places that claim to and maybe knock $20 off retail and then /ding appliances. I got this bad boy. https://www.homedepot.com/p/Frigidaire 250 cuffed side-by-side refrigerator in stainless steel FFSS 2625TS/302,453,790 DS for $680. And it is amazing. And if I'd done that in the first place, all it would have cost me was $680 instead of $880 plus whatever damage the flooding caused. Had a basic laptop with a Pentium processor, saved up over summer, and bought a gaming machine Ryzen 2600, GTX 1070 Ti, 16GB RAM. Definitely the best thing I've ever bought. A 144Hz monitor over a regular 60Hz one. It's like going from a PowerPoint presentation to a movie. I always got $1,015 haircuts my entire life from places like Great Clips or Supercuts, or whatever the fuck they are called. New barber shop opened in town. A proper barber. Went in there and got a $3,050 cut and beard trim. You can also sip a nice glass of whiskey while you get your hair cut and bullshit with a cool barber. For the extra money, the experience and final product is well worth it. I'll never go back to shitty haircuts again. I used to get my friends and family birthday cards, which are nice and everything. But I recently started getting them cameos from celebrities. http://jid cameo live/home. I've had Ron Jeremy wish my mom a happy birthday and had Steve-O roast my buddy for his birthday. It was hilarious. Going to see if I can find the videos for it and will post them. Toilet paper. Silky smooth. Movie theater seats. In our local theater, there are a few rows of reserved seats. They are in prime location. Cost about $1 extra per ticket and let you arrive right before the show, instead of waiting in line for an hour hoping to nab a decent spot. A really nice pair of headphones for when I am at work. Makes time fly and the day overall becomes much more enjoyable. Buying good speakers. My spare time when watching series or listening to music is so much more enjoyable. It is now 4 years since I bought them, and I can still almost cry whenever I come home after a longer period away when listening to them. My parents got a bamboo memory foam shredded cooling pillow. Fancy shit, cost $80 a pop. I napped on it once. I think the last time I took a nap that hard I was in the womb. I've been scouring the internet for it since, seeing as my mother won't let me steal it. Edit. A kind motherfucker has shown me the grail I've been looking for. Here is link. https://bambootraditions.com/ A mattress. I spent my first 19 years sleeping on a hand-me-down mattress which was bought in the 70s. And then when I moved out in a sleeping bag, then a $200 IKEA mattress, I bought a $1,400 Lissa mattress. And holy shit, it's so much better. I've had it 3 years now, and it's worth every penny. My back doesn't hurt every time I get up. It's so comfortable. And it doesn't stab you with springs poking out like my previous 2 mattresses had. Paying professional movers instead of renting a U-Haul. $500 was totally worth not having to schlep my own crap down from a 3rd floor walk up, and it took less than half the time. They showed up at 7 AM and the move was done by 1 PM. My car. I went from a 1997 Grand Marquis to a used 2016 Chevy Volt. I was paying out the ass and gas and there were lots of little expensive gremlins I had to fix. Then the transmission started to get a bit wonky and it didn't feel right to drop over $1,000 to replace it on a car worth maybe twice that. Now I have a car that's fun to drive, reliable on road trips, and is maybe $80 more expensive per month, factoring in slightly higher insurance and registration costs. Don't take this as an excuse to go out and buy a fancy new car you can't afford though. Do your homework and make an informed decision before dropping lots of money on anything. From my ex-wife to my current wife. Decent insulated winter boots. Cost a bit more but now my feet stay warm and shoveling snow ice not nearly as dreadful as it used to be. Paper towels. Never realized the point of buying decent paper towels until we had a coupon for the Orup Grado towels. Jesus. What a difference. Premium brand tools, sockets/wrenches etc. Makes your tool time so much better. It's glorious. That 9 hours first class upgrade back from vacation. I've just upgraded from a good enough Android phone that did everything I needed, Alcatel K10, to a flagship Android phone that does everything I need really well, OnePlus 7T Pro. Before upgrading, I'd have argued that it was really not worth it when, technically, a £200 phone does everything. But the difference in just doing something, and doing something really well, is night and day. And because I'll be feeling the benefits of this dozens of times a day for however long the phone lasts, I'd say it's well worth the price. Computer chair. Went from a wooden kitchen chair to a proper office chair, not one of those cheap ones. A proper comfy one, and my back stopped aching within a week. I'd thought it was my bed that was causing me issues. Nope.